John is at a bank to sign a mortgage agreement. The bank asks Mary, a notary public, to notarize the document. Before notarizing, Mary asks John for his ID, which he presents. However, the ID is expired. John insists he is the correct person, but he does not have any other form of identification. Despite John's insistence, Mary refuses to notarize the document. What did Mary do correctly according to her duties as a notary public in a banking environment? To help us answer this question, let's have a look at 182.5 of the Notary Public License Law booklet, which is entitled Satisfactory Evidence of Identity, and it states various methods for identifying individuals. And one of those methods includes the subsection B, subsection 1, presentation of the back and front of an identification card issued by a governmental agency, provided the card is valid and current. So with this in mind, let's have a look at the four choices to determine our solution. Choice A states, Mary correctly refused to notarize the document because the identification was not valid. Well, that aligns with the law that we read from before, that the identification must be valid, and because it wasn't here, Mary seemed to have acted correctly in refusing to notarize the document. But before we mark this as the correct solution, let's have a look at the other three choices just to be certain. Choice B states, Mary should have accepted John's verbal confirmation of his identity and proceed with notarization. That is incorrect. That would not have been a satisfactory evidence of identity for Mary, and therefore choice B is not the correct solution. Choice C states, Mary should have notarized the document but noted the expired identification on the document. Noting the expired identification on the document would not suffice to be considered satisfactory evidence of identity, and therefore choice C is not the correct solution. And finally, choice D states, Mary was wrong to refuse. The bank's employee should verify identity, and the notary only witnesses the signing. This is incorrect. The notary public has the obligation to obtain satisfactory evidence of identity, and therefore choice D is also not the correct solution, which indeed leaves choice A, Mary correctly refused to notarize the document because the identification was not valid, as the correct solution.